Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Airships Flotilla. Today's beverage is a very nice cranberry juice with a dash of lime. So welcome back to the game, and previously we were assembling the fleet and using a lot of escorts, and we got a very successful run off that one. Since then I've unlocked some different vessels. If I go over to the right here, we can see they're going to get more curious as we go on. We've got the blade copter, which literally has blades for blades. It is 7 HP, 330 speed, omnidirectional, and it also has rotor blades as its main weapon. So 10 damage, 4 rounds per second, 120 range. So the range is very poor, but allows you to literally mow through the hordes of enemies. We've also got the ornithopter, which is what we'll be doing a run on in this video. It's got 8 HP, 550 speed, so it's pretty quick, 140 degree turn rate, and plus 50% weapon upgrade cost, which is a curious one. It also gets grenades as standard. There's also the Nunopter, I think it's called. It's like a pneumatic, omnidirectional, helicopter-y type thing, or floatstone, probably a suspendium type of thing, and it moves in short bursts. I've actually tried that one, but it's 1,250 speed, so it's pretty quick. There's also the Clockwork Cruiser there, which has got armor and has extra reload with no crew. That looks pretty bug-like for some reason. Anyway, I've not tried, like I say, a lot of these ones, and I think that is about it. Oh, there's the flagship. Yeah, we've done that one, and the galley, which I've not actually tried as well, and that comes with a ram. But anyway, the focus is going to be on the ornithopter because June, and let's see what we're going to do for captains. I've unlocked obviously various captains, as can be seen here. We've got things like extra damage. Who's this one? Plus 20 damage, plus 30% enemy shot speed. Don't fancy that one. We've got Brothers In, which is reduction in HP, but you get shields. We've got reduction in reload speed and -1 armor. All weapons are piercing. That wouldn't really help. Piercing explosives. How does that work? You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to go with this person here. That's plus 75% scrap value, so might sort of offset the weapon upgrade cost, but can't refresh our lock upgrades, so you have to be... yeah, you have to basically get what you get when you can. And okay, so you can see immediately this thing is super maneuverable. It's got really sort of no level of acceleration or deceleration. It's on all the time, and it's just going. And let's just go around here, pick up all of the scrap, and obviously this is the first level, so we're not going to really worry about this too much. We have 8 HP, so... yeah, it's not the best, but certainly not the worst. It's actually a bigger vessel than I thought, to be fair, and the amount of grenades that this thing is, I believe the technical term is yeeting out, is quite impressive, actually. I don't know what we're going to go with for different other weapons. We'll have to see what's unlocked. I have a feeling that something like the sort of suspendium railgunny type things might be in order, although obviously if an aerial torpedo pops up, then it's yeah, buy all the time, because it's I think my favourite weapon in the game, and in the sort of canon of the game as well. And there we go. So 60 enemies destroyed on that one, which is pretty good. We've got things like a cannon, we've got grape shot cannon, we've got the ability to upgrade, actually. So we've got fragmentation grenades, larger explosion radius, or enemies caught in the blast catch fire. I have a feeling that we're just going to go with fragmentation. Seems like the way to go. Cannon is also not a terrible one, although what else have we got? Oh, we've got scavenger hooks, so extra gather range. We're going to pick that one up, and for the 40 that the cannon costs, I'm just going to buy that now as well, and obviously if we need to trade it in later on, then we can do that. And I think we're going to go next wave, so... we've got giant bees, we've got clockwork cubes, which is very hard, and then anarchists. I think we're going to go with clockwork cubes, because we get bonuses to mad scientists. After that, it's pirates though, and anarchists. Okay, do I want to do that, or do I want to go over this way? I think I'm going to try the very hard one. This might be a bit of a mistake on wave 2, and alright, okay, I can already tell it's a mistake, because we don't have very good range at all with yeah, with this vessel, and obviously damage is also pretty poor, and we can see this thing is firing out and setting us on fire, and yeah, this was a mistake. Mistakes were made. We're already at half HP. I like the way that the cannon is mounted on the top of this thing. Fair enough. I'm just going to head away from these guys. All I'm really doing now is I'm just on survival mode. That's all I'm really focused on. I'm not about getting scrap or anything like that, which is handy because I don't think I'm really killing them anyway. So yeah, let's see if we can go to this point. 18 seconds left, so I might be able to get The odd kill here and there. Oh yeah, let's just avoid all of those if we can. I do think there's going to be... Oh yeah, I thought there was more scrap and pickups there, but it looks like we are going to survive this one, but it definitely is a bit of a sobering moment when you face a very hard opponent, and that's basically the end of that chat. We've got nothing else we can pick up. We've got no real money to speak of. Let's go to next wave. Sometimes less is more. We've got anarchists or pirates. I'm going to go with anarchists because after that we can go with clockwork cubes again. I'm going to go with anarchists, and it is hard, but the pirates is even harder. So let's just try this one out. And they're going to start right next to us, and well, they disappeared very quickly. Cannon is firing out and also missing quite a bit as well. The accuracy is apparently shocking. Let's see about maybe taking out the hordes of enemies here. Because of our maneuverability, we can pretty much dodge the majority of the shots that are coming at us, which is handy because damage hurts. And let's see if we can just go around here. I'm just trying to bait the shots out of them and then sort of scoot around. I think scoot is the technical term. Let's just go straight through. I don't really care if I get set on fire at this stage because we've got full health as well. You can see as well, it's quite subtle, but the grenades knock things back and around, and obviously these have got very little mass, so they're very pushy at times. Let me just go through here and pick that one up there and maneuver around here and up and round, and yeah, it's actually fairly abusive, this thing, although when it gets trapped you really do know about it. Anyway, let's just end that there. And what else can we get? We've got things like gunnery training, which is extra reload speed and accuracy. I'm going to pick that one up. We've also got a ballista and reduction in enemy boarding damage. Crow's nest. Enemy becomes vulnerable every 2.6 seconds. Okay, volatile explosives. Minus 10% reload speed, but plus 20% explosion radius and explosion ignite chance. I'm going to pick that one up and also go with... Do I really want to upgrade the cannon? I don't know. I'm really not sure. Helmsman was reduction in hit radius, but plus 5% turn speed. I'm gonna get that. I don't think we're gonna stick with the cannon. I think we want something a little bit more longer range. Let's go over to the clockwork cubes, and this is extra scrap value. And I'm just gonna drive directly at this thing here and just see what we can do and see if we can take it out in one go. And we have been able to do that. Yes. This one is causing a bit of damage, but yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can get close to this one. These move in sort of short bursts, but if you get it right, you can sort of bait the sort of boost out of them and then sort of go around like that. And oh, that's a couple of saws on that one there. Let me just go around here and away from that one. They've got a fair bit of damage, these, or a fair bit of health, HP, whatever you want to call it, and let me just go through all of these. I don't really like the sort of spammy shots that those things kick out, but let's see. What are we on? 20 seconds remaining, so we should be okay. It's definitely not as difficult as the last one there. I'm just trying to bait this one away, and then I'm going to go and pick stuff up, and then I'm going to go through all the center, and that was a bit of a risk taken there, but let's see. I don't think I'm going to be able to get any more scrap off these guys, but let's just see. No, there it is. Okay, so we do have aerial torpedoes. So what I'm going to do is sell the cannon and pick up the torpedo. A, because it's one of my favourite weapons in the game and in canon, and secondly, we've got extra stuff like volatile explosives, and obviously this is explosives, but this is also very long range. Very aware, though, that we've basically got two weapons that are not like a direct fire, so, I would very much like the experimental ammunition, 200 generic currency, but we can't lock it because of our captain. And what else? We've got a plate of armour? No, not really. Don't think so, anyway. Anyway, over to the next wave, and we've got the clockwork wasps, which is normal difficulty, and then giant bees, which is hard. I think, as I said, less is more. We're going to go with the clockwork wasps, because if you're just surviving, you're not getting any sort of scrap or anything like that. So, as I said, we've got these two weapons here, which is sort of fire and forget. Nothing really direct, but so far the yeeting of explosions does seem to be working quite well in our favour there. Let me just go ahead and see what we can do here. I don't know what to pick up for the upgrade. I love the mount on the top of the ornithopter here. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to pick up for the upgrade for. Wow, that was 1 kill. That was 3 kills with 1 shot for the aerial torpedoes. It's worth pointing out that the aerial torpedo does have a minimum range, whereas the grenades, well, they're not so much anyway. Don't really want to say too much in there because it does set things on fire. Yeah, I'm not too sure what we're going to do when it comes to the upgrades for the aerial torpedo. I think the 2 upgrades are... One of them is... is basically... Oh, look at all that. I'm gonna go right through all of this and pick this up because why not? The enemy has done us a solid on that one, and ooh, a bit spicy there. Yeah, when it comes to upgrades, I think it's targetable or it's fire faster. Auto loading aerial torpedo, faster reload, or guided. Do I go with a guidance system? I don't know. I don't know if I want to just fire more and more and more. Laboratory, minus 30% weapon upgrade cost and minus 30% weapon upgrades cost. We've got extra scrap value and gather range for the scavenger hub. How much have we got? 486, and each one of these is 450. So I either get some of these or I go with maybe, yeah, an upgrade. You know what? I think I'm going to go with the chemistry because it's extra explosion and also maybe scavenger hooks, maybe? Gunnery platforms. It's extra range and extra damage, but minus 1 armor. Let's pick that up as well. And I think that's the next wave. So we have to go with giant bees, which is hard. After that, it's looks to be pirates and gargoyles, I think. So yeah, we're able to fire out a little bit faster here, which is pretty good. So yeah, that's I think that's a good thing. I'm probably going to go with the guided torpedo, just so we got something a bit more directed. Although, if we just go with more yeet, more better, I mean, would that work out as well? It probably would, actually, truth be told. I'm not too sure. I'm very tempted with the guided one, simply because in the past when I've gone with the torpedo, I've often went with the more torpedo, whereas a guided one might come in handy, especially against more sort of reactive enemies, so things like gargoyles and dragons and that sort of thing. Yeah, we'll see anyway. I don't know if I'm going to get... the extra explosion radius is definitely helping us out here. Look at that. Wow, the damage is actually exceptional, but it often feels like this anyway in the game, and you get to a point where you're doing really good damage and then, yeah, it sort of falls off. Anyway, I haven't got enough for that upgrade. How much am I short? Oh, it's only like 13 short, which is a shame. When stopped, extra repair speed and firefighting speed. It's not bad, but I'm going to go with chemistry again. Extra explosion, range and damage. And next wave, so we got gargoyles and then pirates. I'm going to go with the... dragons is coming up, which I don't really like, mainly because of the fire. I'm going to go with pirates, and let's see if we can take out the pirates here. These are the ones that will fire off as well as lay mines, I think. I don't know if the mine layer ones are in this one. They've also got these guys that basically just run into you. Yeah, there we go. There's the mine layer, which is over here, and taking that out, which is fine. Yeah, you've got these ones that basically run into you, which is really difficult if you've got a slow-moving vessel, whereas this thing is the opposite of that. I don't think I want to be dealing with the mines there. I'm just going to sort of go around them, and we can see that these guys are getting battered around. There you go. It's crazy with the knockback and stuff. You basically just moving the... That was 3 damage that when that hit. So when those hit, they hit like a bit of a freight train, actually. Yeah, the when you see the grenades hit them, the things are shaking around and getting basically ragged around like a dog chew. Anyway, over to here, see if we can get a bit more scrap, and yes, we can. Okay, so we've got a triplane armed with a light Gatling gun. That actually might help us out. It's only 200. I'm going to pick up that one, and let's go with next wave, and then we have to go with dragons. We don't have a choice on that one. Dragon up the top here from the very start, and you can see we are able to maneuver behind the dragon, but the damage is not good enough. Yeah, we've actually not taken out any one of them thus far. Oh no, there we go. There's a couple being able to be taken out. That's good. And then sort of baiting the shots out a little bit. I'm trying to get behind them where we can. The turning circle on the dragons is exceptionally poor. Let's see if we can go around here and see if we can get a couple more kills. I'm trying to obviously keep my distance because they have a very short range weapon, but then again, so do we. We also have the grenades, although the aerial torpedo is the entire opposite of that. So far though, I don't know if we've actually been hit, and yeah, we've actually done pretty well here. So let's pick this up. It feels like we've got a lot of scrap off this one. Trying to stay a little bit closer for the end of the round, and wow, there you go, hit once and half health. That's why dragons are naughty, and the yeah, the flames almost took out as well. We've got a scavenger skyboat, which is good. Doctrine ingenuity, should I say, not integrity. Which is plus 25% reload speed if you've repaired in the last 6 seconds. We ideally don't want to be repairing. Not much of a surprise, that. I don't think I want the scavenger skyboat or the careful aim, which is reduction in range but extra damage. Oh, reduction in range only 10%, but 20. You know what? I'm going to pick up that. Extra damage is good, and I'm keeping the money because I do want to go for the aerial torpedo stuff. So we've got things like sky urchins, clockwork hornets, and then clockwork wasps. All of these are, it's hard, very hard, and then hard. So yeah, we've got a lot to deal with there. I think I'm going to go with the sky urchins, because then that gives us wreckers, which they're a bit spammy with their weapons, but it's also not hard. And as I said, the idea for us on this one is to, you know, play it a bit safer, because, well, if you're just surviving and not taking anything out, then you're not getting any scrap either. These things are a bit of a nightmare to deal with because the shot is so fast. I don't know if we're going to get much of a success off this one here. I'm trying to keep them around this cloud, because the cloud does damage the enemies as well as us. Let me just go around here. What I'm going to do is probably go all the way down and round, because I have a feeling that, yeah, we've got some kills here. Basically, the aerial torpedoes that we've been sending out have probably taken them out, and I'm going to have to go through this one. I'm taking a bit of damage, maybe. I think we just got away with it. We're on 15 seconds remaining. We're on 4 health, and this is a bit of scrap, and I'm going to try and get through here. This could have been a mass. That was a massive mistake. I was lucky on that one. I do stress lucky. Yeah, let's see. Can we survive this one? Yeah, I think we'll be all right. Okay. So we got the protective blessing, which is free, which is additional HP, vulnerability chance, and stun chance reduction. And I'm going to go with the. Do I go faster reload, or do we go guided? I'm going to go guided. And let's see how we get on with that one. We've got gunnery training, reload speed and accuracy. We'll pick that one up. And extra firefighting speed as well is also very handy. So we're going to go with anarchists. We can go with anarchists or wreckers. Force church doctrine or wreckers. Enforce order. What will that give us? Trilunar Church is +1, and the other one is order. I'm going to go with anarchists, actually, and let's see if we can be successful with this one. So we now have a guided aerial torpedo. You see that the thing was actually tracking, which is fairly handy, so that's what we want to see. Let's just pick up some of the scrap here. It means that when they're sending this out, we can always assume that there's gonna be I was going to say gonna be a kill. That's, you know, assuming it's going to kill in one shot, which for these guys it very much is. Oh, there's that person was a bit unfortunate. There was 2 torpedoes going towards the same guy. Yeah, they were having a bad day. Alright, let's just go ahead and pick up some of this loot here. We're going to scoot around, and we're basically doing drive-bys with grenades, which is not a sentence I ever thought I'd say in life, but there you are. And see if we can take all those out. Yes, we can. Let's just pick these ones up. And our little triplane is actually, is it triplane? The biplane? Whatever it is. It's a plane of some kind anyway. It's doing good for us, which is handy. And there we go. Okay. So, experimental ammunition, extra damage and explosion radius. We'll pick that up there. We've got ambition pills. And plus 10% reload speed but minus accuracy. Navigation training, which is additional speed and turn speed. We're going to go with gunnery training, actually. And battlefield presence. I think that's something I must have unlocked because I've never seen it before. Plus 20% hit radius, and enemies become scared every 0.6 seconds. That's where they run away from you. I think we're going to keep with what we've got and stick with the money. Let's go with wave 11. There's pirates and gargoyles. I'm not a big fan of the latter, but the other route is pirates, pirates, and fungus, and it's all, both of them are very hard, so let's go with gargoyles then and see what we can do here. So there's one there, and yeah, well, they got taken out straight away. These things are, like I say, fairly spammy. I don't really like gargoyles and the dragons, but so far we're doing okay, baiting the shots out. I think what's probably best with this thing is we just sort of fly around a bit, and then we go back for the loot, assuming that things have been killed because of the long-range aerial torpedoes, and that's pretty much what's happened here. Let's see. Go ahead and grab these. Managed to dodge that shot, which is good. Just go down. Okay, this thing is fastly becoming one of my favourite vessels. I remember playing the demo and using it was the science vessel with the shield, and you could upgrade. I think we got the suspendium cannons. You could upgrade them to a point where they would pretty much fire, a couple of shots a second, and it was completely broke. This doesn't feel that way, but it also doesn't feel very fair on the opponent. Not that that's a complaint, just an observation, you understand. Oh, we got a Wrecker Grenadier. I've not seen that one. I'm going to pick that one up for 300. Either that or we go with... do we go with the Mark II grenades? I think I'm going to pick up the Wrecker Grenadier, because why not? We always have access to the upgrades. We don't have access to these because we can't save them. Idol of Oppression, minus 10% reload speed, but enemy becomes vulnerable. Stunned every 0.2 seconds. That's pretty good. Doctrine Gunnery, plus 1 damage per 2% accuracy, minus 20% speed. What is our accuracy? 116. I'm going to pick up a Doctrine because we've not got one, and having one is just a bit better. I don't know if I want the Idol of Suppression. Fire Temple. Fire spreads every 1.6 seconds. No, let's go with next. So we've got Wreckers and then Fungus, or we got Dragons and then local Navy and Pirates. I'm going to go Dragons because we had great success in the last one, and we can see our little Grenadier guy there. He was going great for us. It's actually interesting because they're flames. They're actually bigger than than our vessel, so yeah. And there's the end of that chat. So that is a defeat, and that shows you what can happen when you get hit directly with the shot from the dragons on an ornithopter. Yes, it is a HMS Dragonfly, the Ornithopter. We have 805 enemies destroyed and nearly 12,000 damage dealt. So that was a pretty good run, I feel. We only got to like level 12 though, which is a little bit disappointing. But we're going to keep it rolling, and yeah, we'll see what the next one is going to be. Yeah, that is a really, really good vessel. I like the combination of the maneuverability and speed. The grenades, it's not great, but the torpedoes are. The next one I think I'll try is either going to be the Clockwork Cruiser or the was it the Pneumopter? Punopter? No, it's a Pneumopter. Pneumatic, which is really good speed, but it moves in short bursts. I've not actually tried either of them. If you have any preference, then by all means let me know in the comments. I mean, even if we want to go with something like the where is it, the galley here, which has got rams and ballistas. It's a bit low tech, but well, in Airships Conquer the Skies, we've seen low tech is actually really good. Tier 0 technology is still good. Anyway, that's been a bit of Airships Lost Flotilla, looking at the Ornithopter and running it with my favourite weapon, the aerial torpedo. If you like what you see, let me know in the comments, and yeah, we'll go from there. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.